ArsenalFanTV lads, we got the win in the end. We needed it because City won pretty easily tonight as well. But is it too little too late?
Well, it looks like it is. Like I said that in my previous interview, that I'd love it if we got fourth over the FA Cup, and I still feel that. But we didn't come out until the 70th minute with any promise. You know, as soon as that kind of ball went over and Ozil tapped that across, you know, you're like, oh wow. And that first goal just spurred us on completely and then led to our second. And we could have got a third. There was a penalty shout. But, you know, you've got to take the 2-0, but it is a little too late. And I mean, it's great that we've seen that kind of link up between Ozil and Sanchez. But if we don't get Champions League football, does that entice them to stay anymore? I think not. Because there's a lot of clubs out there who can say that they're going to play Champions League football, and that's what you need to be playing to attract the best players. Like I've said, the best players want to be playing the top level of football, which is Champions League, and without it, we will not attract that.
You know, though, for me, you could see. For me, you could see some tiredness. The last three games, you know, Man United, Southampton, and Stoke were top. You know, there were things that we had to tick off because they've been our bogey teams, and we had to do something. But you could see some tiredness. But to me, today, you know, you had Giroud up there, and I just felt there was something missing from him. As usual, he had switched off. You know, there was those just millisecond getting those balls. He could have got in there so many times. I think, to me, I counted about 10 times. If he had just been a millisecond ahead and thought about what he was doing, he would have got and tapped that ball in, because there were quite a few crosses and things coming in, and they would have done it. So I think, you know, that lackluster play is what I'm getting fed up of. You know,
is it Europa League for you now? Do you think that's what is, you know, we're destined for Europa League?
Again, why are we relying? You know, we shouldn't. You know, as DT has said, why should we rely on other teams to be doing our work?
We are.
We are now.
Is it going to be Europa League? Do you think it's going to, or do you think you still hold out a chance of?
I keep faith. Let's say I would like to, because one, I can't come on Thursdays because of other commitments. I can't come Thursdays, yeah, and it's going to be me juggling.
It will be fun. They don't move it to Wednesdays, mate. It's Thursdays.
Juggling my life, yeah, and I juggle my life enough for Arsenal, as I love it to.
What about you? I mean, any hope?
Well, we've got to. We're Arsenal fans. We've got to go in hoping that we get a favour, but you know, we shouldn't be relying on any favours from any other people. We should hold ourselves to blame for anything of this season, because as Arsenal Football Club, the only thing we can control is the football we play. And we shouldn't be relying on that. I wouldn't like us to be playing Europa League. But if we do, I wouldn't use it as an outlet. I'd play the youngsters. I would use the opportunity to play kind of continental football with the youngsters to allow them to develop. Like we do the loan system, that will be an opportunity for our players to play against different clubs who play different tactics and allow the youngsters to really perform and kind of develop. And I'd love to see that happen.
All right, excellent.